Hi, and welcome to today's video where I will be talking about the role of emotional intelligence in project management. Now, in this video, what I will be covering is really what is the definition of emotional intelligence, the what role it plays within project management. Areas I will cover is emotional intelligence and how it connects within project management, self-awareness within project leadership, some of those, emotional intelligence that you need, self-regulation as a project manager as well to make sure that you deliver, and some of the intrinsic motivations for project success. I'll cover empathy, understanding your team needs, and then I'll also cover the impact of emotional intelligence on project outcomes and how it will overly benefit us. So without delay, let's crack on. So the first one is, what is emotional intelligence? Now, emotional intelligence is in project management refers to the project manager's ability to recognize, understand, and manage their own emotions and those of their team members. Really crucial. This skill is crucial, for efficiency navigating if you efficiently navigating the complexities of group dynamics, fostering a positive environment, handling the stress and the rapid changes that come with project management. And it also helps with maintaining the team morale. Now, high emotional intelligence helps project managers resolve conflict, communication efficiencies, understand team members' unique needs and motivations, and lead with empathy, ultimately contribute to the success of project outcome. So let's talk about the emotional intelligence and project management and how they all connect. Now, as a project manager, you are expected to have multiple hats that you wear within your project manager, and having the emotional intelligence is one skill which is really, really important. Now, some of the challenges that are within project management are stress, conflict, decision making, teamwork, etc. Now, this is why emotional intelligence really matters, because all those stakeholders, all those constant varying changes, elements, you have to have the skill sets where you can navigate challenges and emotional understanding. So having a good sense of emotional intelligence gives you a good ability to manage those elements. So like stress, conflict, decision making, and teamwork. So one of the next element I'll cover is really self-awareness in project leadership. Now, understanding when I mean self-awareness, what I mean here is, as a project manager, you are self-aware of your own emotional intelligence, understanding your own emotions, recognizing your personal strengths and your weaknesses, which you are able to then, an example will be here where you can handle criticism or feedback from other people. Now, as an individual, I would say that's a really, really big one. If you can understand your own emotional state, you're able to understand your strengths and weaknesses, where you're good at, where you think, you can self-learn, you can better yourself each time. I've contracted in many environments, and each time I've gone to a different contract, I've learned from different people. I've seen different styles, I've seen different methods, I've seen where I've been good at certain things, where I've been weak at certain things. And each environment is different, so you have to keep adapting. And that's one of the things, as a project manager, you need to be self-aware that you need to be better or doing things differently each and every time, so that you embrace the environment that you are in. Then that kind of really leads on to self-regulation, and how you manage the project dynamics. So managing so when I say that, what I mean by is managing disruptive emotions and impulses. As an individual, getting aggressive, getting angry, getting stressed, etc., is not worth it. As a project manager, you need to keep that level-headed. Yes, it gets frustrating. Yes, it gets stressful. And I'm on a current project where I'm constantly feeling very stressed and feeling like I'm not adding value, but the environment is such that it fosters that, and you have to start battling through that by embracing the teams and using your strengths, your emotional intelligence, to bring those people together. Make sure that you are trying to leave. Now, self-regulating is always a very important is to make sure that you don't react straight away. One of my top tips is listen. Don't react straight away. Absorb the information. If you don't understand, ask again, and then go back and reply. Don't reply straight away. One of my biggest failures is that I am too quick to reply, and then the afterthought comes, oh, I should have said something else. Take a step back, slow down, and that's one of my biggest weaknesses, I have to admit. The next one, and that kind of leads on, is to some intrinsic motivation for project success. Now, we are all driven as project managers to be, to push forward and make sure that you want to get your project successful. If you love the job, that is what you wish to do. But you've got to understand there's a relationship between motivation and productivity. If you are able to motivate individuals and you are able to make sure that you've got people on your side and they feel comfortable around you, you will increase productivity, you will increase your communication, and you will automatically start fostering a positive and a more inspiring work environment. Now, those are real key skills. If you can start doing that when you get buy-in from the team, it's really helpful. When you get yourself stuck and you need help, people will come and help you because you've built that rapport, you've built that personality around those people, and that will be a massive, massive game changer for you. So next one is really empathy. Now, here I would say you've got to be, you have to recognize emotions in others. Now, just because you are the way you are doesn't mean everybody else is the same way. And that's one thing you need to recognize. Now, as a project manager, you need to address your team members' concerns and motivation. You need to be a good listener, and your role is conflict resolution and maintaining team harmony. If it's sometimes you have to be harsh, sometimes you have to be nice and fair, sometimes you have to just be a good listener, sometimes you have to be the one who says no and lays down the law and say we're moving forward because people are just going on about things. But having that empathy around the people you work with and recognizing their emotions. So some people are more are good at being told what to do and when to do it. Some people are more encouraged by saying, oh, what do you think? If it's their idea, they feel like they're empowered. Some people just simply just don't want interaction. They just like you to email stuff. I've come across many characters, and you need to understand that within your environment, and that's really key. So empathy, again, understanding your team needs is really key, so you can understand. Helps you with your communication, helps you with your approach, and like it says, it will make sure you get team buying and create that positive environment and inspiring workplace. So, what does the impact of emotional intelligence have on project outcomes? Now, if you get it right, and you won't, I guarantee you won't get it right the first time, you will make mistakes and you've got to learn from those. You will get enhanced team productivity and you'll increase morale. It helps you improve decision making, it helps your communication, which in turn gives you a greater project success rate. So in essence, if you're able to get your team on side, you are able to deliver more efficiently, more quickly. And as a project manager, you are getting that feedback you need to make good decisions. So in conclusion, having effective, emotional intelligence is really, really key. And it's going to really help create that positive environment within your project, in better culture, which means that there's more buy-in, you've got better communication, you got better decision making, you've got enhanced productivity, you've got better morale, which is all a game changer when trying to deliver a project, and which will help you strive for success within your project management. Now, that concludes today's video. I hope that was helpful, and thank you for listening.